Ava Poplinski of Armstrong, Rachel Evers of Osseo loosening up the two pitchers for Northwest Suburban Conference softball. Host Armstrong looking for its first win. Osseo aiming for win number 4. It's up next here on CCX. The sun is out. It's probably the nicest day of the year that we've had this spring so far for high school softball here, Northwest Suburban Conference style, as Osseo pays a visit here to the Armstrong Falcons. You see we're right at about 70 degrees. A little bit of a breeze might be have a little bit of impact in this one, but I think certainly the teams and players, you can just kind of feel a little excitement among them. And obviously both teams have struggled some this year, but looking to try and get a victory here today, knowing they're facing a team that they have a chance against, and that's always a good thing. Fairly inexperienced groups on both sides here, and that's obviously missing that season last year didn't help in that regard, Jim. I think a lot of teams are facing that, where you just you had lack of continuity in terms of getting people into your program, and just a difficult thing, I think, to bounce back from a little bit.
Yeah, and then in addition to missing the high school season last year, then a lot of the kids play summer ball, and that was a pretty disjointed system as well. And so we're just starting to get back into it, and hopefully these teams are going to get on a roll here.
Let's look at the batting lineup for the Orioles from Osseo. Of course, they will be first up as the visitor here today. Tessa Strand, the right fielder, will lead things off, and then it's Julia Wascott, the shortstop. Lyric Walters in center. Serena Lee, one of their most experienced returners, is the catcher and hits fourth. Maddie Deal, the designated player, will hit for the pitcher. Megan Wachholz in left field, and it's Hannah Johnson at first base. Kaylee Mall at third. And Greta Kitelinger, the second baseman, hits in the number 9 slot for Eric Ruska and the Orioles. And then for Ariana Crosby and the Armstrong Falcons, Claire Reistenberg, Bella Jacobson, Kate Lighthowler, and Paige Lloyd-Olt around the infield. They've had a pretty good defensive outfield, they were telling me. Lauren Jones, Elizabeth Bray, and Peyton Erickson. And doing the catching is Nora Konzemius and Ava Poplinski, the junior, doing the pitching for the Falcons. And they have not had all that many games where they were really right in there either, and that's. But the coaches were saying, they've stayed pretty positive. They're just a fun group to be out here, and we haven't seen a lot of hanging of the heads or anything, which is a good sign. And obviously, it makes for better practice sessions when you're not having people who are disappointed to be there and upset to be there and all that kind of thing.
And that's huge. And that's the kind of thing that can actually carry a team, even a weaker team on a game-to-game basis. Yeah, each of these teams has suffered a double-digit loss earlier in the week. And, so they're looking for some good positive energy coming out of this.
Catcher number 17, Serena Lee. Designated player number 14, Maddie Deal. Left fielder.
Osseo will be getting ready for their big rival game with Maple Grove on Friday night. Osseo will host that, a night game under the lights. And then for Armstrong, they've got the same kind of situation only next week, as they'll be taking on their Robbinsdale rival Cooper. That'll be over at the New Hope Lighted Field.
Oh, those night games, they're fun for the kids and fun for the fans, too. I mean, a lot of the fans can't get out here at 4:30 coming out of work. And so, all the parents come, and the younger players from the summer programs are coming. Those are fun games.
So we'll take a quick time out here and we'll come back with the start of today's ball game as Osseo gets set to bat and Armstrong will be in the field first here. Orioles and Falcons next up here on CCX.
Hey, Dad, I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
And welcome back here as Ava Poplinski finishing up her warm-up tosses here for the Falcons. And Osseo will get set to step in with Tessa Strand getting ready to lead it off here for the Orioles. And Tessa hasn't had a ton of at-bats, but has done well when she's been up. 417 average. She's 5 for 12. 3 runs scored here for the Orioles.
It's good to see the players step up and take advantage of the situations when they're given them to them by their coaching staff.
Ball one outside there to Strand from Poplinski. Lifting this one out to left field and along the line, it is caught in fair territory there by Lauren Jones. Got a pretty good read on that one. And we said the wind, it's not like a gale force wind or anything, but it's enough that there might be, you have to pay attention on balls like that. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and that ball was, it's getting pushed back towards her. And so that was helpful a little bit with the wind. Nice running catch, though.
Julia Wascott, the batter here for Osseo. She's hitting at .250 this year. 5 runs scored, 5 driven in, 1 extra base hit, a double. Ooh, out front of that change from Poplinski.
That's always a fun pitch to watch, especially when the pitcher's really solid.
I think with the first time you see it of the day especially, it's often like that where it's like, oh boy. And then the question always becomes how much can you use it, how well do you disguise it? Some people go to the well a little too often, but a lot of times it can be effective, even if you come back with it multiple times if you got a good enough change.
Yeah, I saw one pitcher this year as an excellent change. She threw 3 in a row, and the batter took them all for called strikes. And, it was a key point in the game. It was a 1-1 game at the time.
A little tapper foul down the third base side here as count will run full here on Wascott with Lyric Walters on deck for Osseo as they try and get things started the right way in the top of the first. And that one left way up high and out of the zone, and Wascott will draw a walk here with 1 out for Osseo, and now Walters getting set to bat.
Yeah, it looks like she was trying to come back with that changeup and get it over, and sometimes that changeup is pretty hard to control unless you've been, really, really working at it.
Walters hitting .250 this season, takes a first pitch strike. She's knocked in 4 runs, scored 9, has a pair of doubles to her credit. Comes change up there, throw down to first, and pitch was a called strike.
Yeah, pretty close play down at first. It was a nice throw.
.02 here, and comes back with a changeup and gets Lyric Walters swinging for out number 2. Nice job by Poplinski. Boy, it shows when you get ahead in the count, you have a lot more options available to you too.
Yeah, and she's shown she's not afraid to use that changeup anywhere, anytime.
Serena Lee stepping in now for Osseo, and if there's one player that other teams probably fear in this Orioles lineup, it's Serena. She's hitting .500, a double, a couple of triples, a home run. And here's a rope into right center field, and that one will bounce all the way to the fence. It might score a run. Here, not going to be a throw to the plate, and Lee doubles in Wascott. It's 1-0 Osseo. Serena Lee making me look good there, talking her up, and she bashes one.
It just came through. That was just such a solid line drive hit, and it split the gap and got all the way out to the fence.
Yeah, even though it was never very far off the ground, it had so much on it that it easily got through. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in here for catcher as Bailey Smith will run for Lee, and now Maddie Deal, the designated player, will step up for Osseo. She's also had a good start, hitting .353, 6 doubles, a home run, and 10 runs batted in. And got out front of that one, stroked it well down the left field line, but about 10 feet foul.
Yeah, she was waiting on that change and just couldn't quite wait long enough. Put a good stroke on it, though.
Ooh, that one way up and out of the zone. However, Smith will hang on down there at second. It's not very far from home plate to the backstop here at Armstrong, so catchers kind of like that. Konzemius didn't have to go very far to get it.
I think pitchers kind of like that, too.
Rip and a miss there. Base runners, not quite so much. I at first, I was just automatically thinking when it went by that she was going to advance, but cautious there and holding up.
Well, when you're in scoring position like that, you don't want to make the third out at third base unnecessarily.
Slightly unusual, certainly not unheard of, but we do have a left-handed throwing catcher, which a throw to third with a right-hand batter up becomes a little bit more difficult. This one lined out deep to left field, and that one will fall in for a hit. Another run scores. Well-placed shot. Throw to second, not going to be in time, and Deal in with a double. And it's 2-0 in favor of Osseo as she drives that one down the line. Again, a pretty good break out there by Jones, but no chance to catch up to that one.
Yeah, the Orioles are teeing off early and hitting line drives. It's good to see. It doesn't give the fielders a chance to get underneath them and make a good catch, especially when they hit right down the line like that.
Megan Wachholtz will step in, and you take runs any way you can get them, but I think it feels even a lot better when they come on solid hits. And here's another one dropped into right field. Might have to hold this runner though, as throw coming in, and now digging for second goes Wachholtz, and she is going to be easily out there. Wachholtz a single, but then will be thrown out trying to advance down to second. I think she just didn't quite read what was going to happen with that one, and a fairly easy throw out there. But Osseo does come up with 2 runs in the first inning on 3 base hits. No errors, and they leave 1.
Yeah, a lot of time on a play like that, the runner is just instructed to go straight to second and try and create a little bit of confusion out there and then get the run in from third. But didn't work that time.
So the Falcons making a defensive play to get out of trouble after Osseo had scored a couple on solid hits, and then that one was actually another really nice hit, but almost hit too hard, just a one hopper to the right fielder, and that led to that lead runner being held at third. And then, as Jim said, trying to see if she couldn't catch him off guard, draw a throw, maybe Wachholtz, but Armstrong didn't panic and just made the play calmly. Here's the lineup for Armstrong. Nora Konzemius, the catcher who just made that throw down there, will lead it off, followed by Isabella Jacobson, Elizabeth Bray, the center fielder, Peyton Erickson in right, Paige Lloydel to first baseman, Lauren Jones in left, Claire Riestenberg at third base, Ava Poplinski, the pitcher, hits eighth, and Kate Lightower, the second baseman, hitting in the number 9 slot. And defensively for the Orioles, Small, Wascott, Kitelinger, and Johnson around the infield, Wachholtz, Walters and Strand in the outfield, Serena Lee catching, and Rachel Evers, the pitcher. She has done almost all of the pitching for Osseo this year. 65 2/3 innings. She's made 11 starts, is 2-8. There's a strike, 6.82 ERA. Walked 51, struck out 57. Cut and a miss. Konzemius late on that one. She's hitting a team high 286. So overall, they're not had a great offensive showing this year. High chopper. That one's going to get through. And a leadoff single for Konzemius.
Yeah, haven't had any rain in the week, and the infield is real hard, and she just chopped it down in front of home plate, bounced right over the pitcher, out in the center field. Or maybe that's just knowing the home field advantage.
There's Jacobson getting set to step in here for Armstrong. Squares down, drops down a very good bunt. Throw to first, not in time. Now there might be a play at third, and that's also not in time. And moving up to second is Jacobson. So a bunt hit.
Yeah, and then nobody was covering third. The third baseman had come in, and the shortstop was drifting over towards second. And the left fielder had a long run. She was eventually the one who came in and made the play at third, but they had to wait until she got there.
Yeah, you see right there stepping forward, and and it's hard. There's almost two players going to cover at the same time. Which one do I throw to? That kind of thing too, I think, entered the mind of the first baseman there. So Bray will be the hitter. Second and third, nobody out for Armstrong as they look to answer the 2 runs that Osseo put up in the top half of the inning.
Yeah, got a good start on it.
Bray struggled at the bat this year, a couple of singles and 28 at bats. And a little soft liner, that one's going to get through and it'll score at least one. They're going to hold up the runner at third. So there'll be runners at the corners here as Konzemius in to score on a solid single by Bray. Boy, both teams have brought their bats here today so far.
Yeah, it's so important to get off to a good start. The first... You want the softball is a game of first. You want to get the first hit. You want to get the first run. You want to have a good, solid first inning. On defense, you want to get a first pitch strike, get the first out of the inning, and so on. And
Peyton Erickson steps up, takes that one in the dirt. Lee popping up. They're trying to draw a throw. I was saying earlier in the top half of that inning too, Jim, that I think you feel a lot better about. You'll take runs any way you get them, but solid line drives that bring in runs feel a lot better than just maybe a little ground out or a sacrifice fly or a wild pitch or something like that. You just feel better about your offense when you're moving people around with solid base hits.
Yeah, and then so often hitting is just contagious. You get a couple of good hits in a row and everybody feels like, wow, we can hit this kid.
Up and away with that one. Erickson hitting at 250 this year. Runner from first goes. Throw cut off and then home, not going to be in time. So that one didn't work out how Osseo was hoping as Jacobson got a good jump off third and is able to score.
Yeah, it was a good play where the second baseman cuts in behind the pitcher. She just got a little bit too deep and then the throw was kind of low, so she had to reach down and get it and reset herself, and the throw home was just a little bit late.
Boy, it's about speed, but also about timing. It seemed like Jacobson, I was surprised at how easily she made it there because Osseo's execution wasn't that bad. 2-2. Just inside with that one, full count. Just got a piece of that one to stay alive.
Fouled it straight back. She's on this pitch. Let's see if she comes back with the changeup here.
Hacks that one back into the woods there.
Yeah, it's one of those pitches. Probably wasn't a strike, but it's a little too close to take. And, you've got a rally going and you want to just keep on contributing.
Another full count pitch, and that one was way up and out of the zone, and Erickson will draw a walk. So 4 batters, 4 base runners for Armstrong. So they've gone single, and walk. And Paige Lloydolds will be the batter now for the Falcons.
Yeah, and they've been playing some small ball. One of those singles was a bunt, and they got that double steal.
There's a strike as Evers shoots one across. Lloyd-Holt on the year hitting .217 has one double. Popping it up. Infield fly rule called. That's the first out of the inning, as squeezing that one was Lightower. And so Lauren Jones, the left fielder, will step in here for Armstrong. Lauren hitting .190 this year. Couple of runs batted in. Chase that one, and runner Bray started to go as it popped out of Lee's mitt, but decided not to test her arm there.
And probably a smart move.
And this one a tapper foul. Evers trying to work the outside, it looks like here, and see if she can get Jones chasing a little bit. And that's too far out, and it pops off Lee's glove, and the runners will advance.
Yeah, there aren't really any safe areas when you're trying to throw out of the strike zone a little bit. If you throw them low, they can bounce. Throw them high like that, they can get away.
Rip and a miss, and Jones down on strike. So Evers, although the runners moved up, comes right back to strike Jones out. So 2 outs in a row recorded by Evers. Just swung through that one. Claire Ristenberg will be the batter now. Claire the third baseman, number 7 hitter in their lineup. Hitting .250, not too many at bats, just 1 for 4. So Ristenberg an opportunity here to bring in a couple more. It's tied 2-2, but they'd like to even get ahead here if they can.
Yeah, there that short fence came in. The pitch was well high, but the ball bounced almost all the way back to the catcher.
And you mentioned earlier about knowing your home field. The runner didn't give
didn't
any
even
serious
flinch.
consideration to going there because they know this field.
Yeah, the only thing that would help is if they bounce it off the center post and and it runs up the line one way or the other.
Down to short. Throw across to first is low, but
nice
a
scoop.
nice dig there. Pulled out of the dirt. And so Ristenberg is out, and the Falcons are done in the first. They do have a good inning, though. 2 runs on 3 base hits. No errors. And they will strand a couple. It's 2-2 after an eventful first inning here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
And welcome back here to Armstrong High School as we get set for the second inning. Each team putting 2 runs on the board in the first, and each team getting runs by virtue of hitting the ball nicely to begin this game. So the hitters like it. The pitchers are saying, let's see if we can't shore that up a little bit. Poplinski getting set to face the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the top of the second. Hannah Johnson, who made that nice scoop at first base to kind of bail out her shortstop there. It was a difficult chance to dig, and she was able to do it. That one fouled back and out of play here.
Yeah, the Oriole defense has not been overly strong this year. So it's good to see him come up and help your teammate out by making that good scoop.
Johnson 3 for 16 as a hitter this year. 3 runs scored, 1 batted in. That one is over for a strike. And a little tapper foul. We'll see how both pitchers kind of bounce back from that first inning. And we've got fairly hard contact from several hitters there.
Although I think these pitchers are kind of used to that. Neither one is compiling an outstanding season in terms of their stats. And so they've got to be tough at every at-bat and bring their best every time.
And you don't like giving up hard hits, but I always feel like it's even more discouraging if you're walking people or your team's committing errors and things like that. I mean, sometimes you have to just say, I threw my best pitch and they hit it. Full count here to Hannah Johnson leading off the second for Osseo. In on the hands and able to fight that one off.
Yeah, you're talking about keeping the ball in play. I was reading about a high school game in Alabama this week where there were like 68 combined walks between the two teams.
Ooh. And there's ball 4 as Johnson wins the battle against Poplinski there. They fought off that full count pitch and then got a walk. There's Eric Ruska, the Orioles head coach. He said it's been kind of another weird year here. I mean, obviously glad to have a season, but he said it's felt like it's gone by really quick and there have been some postponements a little bit here and there with COVID. They're being tight with if anybody in your school that you might have come in contact with, you've got to sit out and things like that. So
I know, and you talk to the players and they're all just kind of on edge, like, what's going to happen? Who's going to, suddenly put us all out of commission for a week or 10 days?
Maul fouling that ball back. She's 1 for 12 as a hitter this year. Rip and a miss, and down on strikes. Poplinski gets her second strikeout of the game, and now Greta Kitelinger, the number 9 hitter, will step in for the Orioles.
Yeah, the last pitch by Poplinski was a fastball. And it's, she's not overly fast, but coming off of the changeup, it looks a lot faster. And so that's, the one thing that she is working for her advantage, although she grounds one there and hits the batter.
Kitelinger will head to first on the hit by pitch, so 2 runners on with 1 out now, and Tessa Strand will step in for the Orioles. She flied to left field her first time up.
Yeah, in softball, there's no requirement that you try and get out of the way of the pitch. So if you see a roller coming in like that, you just hold your ground.
Another look at it, and that's kind of a thing that people misunderstand in baseball too. Same kind of deal. That one is off Kenzemia's glove. She tries to throw her out at third, but not going to happen. So both runners able to move it up. Looks like the scoreboard operator is going to be busy today based on how things have gone in the early part of this game. Now runners at second and third with 1 out for Strand here, and she's ahead in the count 2-0 as well. Now make it 3-0. That one is over the outside part, so 3 balls and a strike. Fouling that one back, so Poplinski battling back here.
Yeah, and she's looking for the strikeout here. When you got that runner on third and only 1 out, you're trying to dispose of the batter without letting the run score.
That one is up high. I believe he said illegal pitch there anyway. And so Strand will draw a walk.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what it was. It may have come from when she dropped the ball before she started, although I would have thought they would have called that right away.
So bases loaded up now for Wascott for Osseo here. 1 out. Game tied at 2, but Osseo threatening to retake the lead. Nice stop by Konzemius.
There you go. So important to find that zone, especially with the bases loaded.
Close pitch. Wascott laid off it.
Oh yeah, she was tempted to go after it. It was a very close pitch.
2-1 now. And a rip and a miss. And a swing and a miss, and Poplinski getting a big K there for out number 2, and Lyric Walters will be the hitter.
Yeah, that's huge. Let's hope she's hoping she can follow that up and get the last out of the inning.
Walters herself was a strikeout victim the first time up and swings that one in the dirt there. It's 0-1. Boy, this would be big for Poplinski if she could leave the bases full here.
Oh yeah, and then that's the kind of thing that the Falcon offense can pick up on when they come to bat next inning.
That's a strike as well at the knees, 0-2. Walters fighting it off. Inside with that one.
Yeah, Poplinski's still got another pitch to work with, but he can throw pretty much anything. Try and get the batter to swing at something outside the zone.
Oof.
Oh, not the heart. Quite that far outside the zone.
Konzemius had a range way over there. Might have saved a run, depending on how that bounce would have gone off the backstop if you hadn't snagged that one. And that one is low, so now it runs full. Got to come with something in the zone here. Walters, a walk would bring in a run. And that one misses outside, and Osseo will retake the lead as a bases-loaded walk to Walters forces in a run.
Number 14, Maddie Deal.
Yeah, you can see they wanted that call. It's just a little bit outside. It's tough going 0-2 and then losing the hitter like that.
And Lee hit the ball very hard her first time up, a double that drove in a run. So Osseo now has retaken the lead at 3-2, and probably their best hitter at the plate with the bases full too. Looking to add more. Lays off, up and out of the zone. So in contrast, I was just talking about how that first inning was mostly hard hit balls. This has been walks that have been the issue, and then a hit batter mixed in. Lee fouling that one.
Yeah, game's going surprising little ebbs and flows like that. You know, you're getting yourself all set up and you're going, wow, all these kids are really hitting, all of a sudden they're not. So.
Soft out to center. It's going to drop in. Here's the throw, and 2 runs in for Osseo, and now the other runners will have a chance to move up as well. So with 2 outs, they could afford to just be taken off and not worrying about that ball being caught. And it leads to 2 runs scoring for the Orioles.
And the 2 trailing runners had, held up. you don't want to get thrown out at third base, but once the ball got away from the catcher, it was time to move, even with the short backstop here.
Another look at that one as Lee popping it in to short center field, and really their only hope, now if there had been less than 2 outs, you might have been thinking of force play at second there, but with that 2-out situation, the runners could just go ahead and run, and so obviously there was no chance for an out there.
Yep.
Maddie Deal is the batter. 5-2 lead now for Osseo. Deal had a double her first time up. So those are the innings that become problematic when you mix walks and then also hit it when they've got runners in scoring position like that. And Armstrong now will be trying to climb out of a hole here.
Well, yeah, and especially being so close to being out of the inning, 0-2 with 2 outs, and then you lose that batter to a walk.
Deal driving it down the right field line, and that's going to bring a couple more in. It's off the fence. Deal will dig into second with a double again, and it's 7-2 Orioles.
Yeah, she almost got it up in that little breeze and carried it out to the wall. It wouldn't have been caught anyway, but it was a nice, well-hit ball.
Had a couple of well-placed ones, first down the left field line and then that one to right. Wachholtz, the batter now for Osseo. Chase that one away. In on the hands, a little soft one. Oh, and it's going to get through. And Wachholtz will be safe on the error as runners at the corners here now for Osseo. The inning continues. Hannah Johnson will be the hitter as they've batted around. Boy, a little spinner.
Oh, yeah, tremendous amount of spin on the ball. The only thing you can do is, race in and catch that one on that fly.
So Johnson, who started the inning with a walk, runner from first is going. They're going to concede. Wachholtz going to second. That one way up high and out of the zone. That one's over for a strike.
Yeah, when the pitcher starts losing her grasp of the strike zone, the batters are a little more selective and they can really wait for that pitch that they're looking for. And so like a close pitch like that, if the pitcher were pounding the strike zone, the batter might have had to swing at it. But now you can just wait it out and get the walk.
Johnson will draw her second walk of the inning here. And now Maul will be the batter here for the Orioles. It'll be a little conference time here for the Falcons.
Yeah, a lot of times you're just going out, there's nothing really to say. You're not trying to change anybody's technique. Just give them a little confidence, a little pat on the back, and just remind them that, hey, you know how to pitch. You've done this before. You can just come right back, get the next batter.
See, Kaylee struck out her first time up. Trying to keep this good inning going. Orioles have put 5 on the board. Takes that one up. Ball 1. Another one high and away. So Poplinski struggling to find it here in the second inning.
You know, when you struggle to find it, you just don't get those close calls. There you go.
That one's over for a strike, so 3-1. That one is up and away for ball 4, and that'll force in another run.
Greta Kitelinger.
Well, it's so important just to put an end to this when you're out on defense. You know, somebody's got to step up. You got to make a good pitch, make a good play, get off the field.
Kitelinger takes a strike. She was hit by a pitch first time up, which was actually in this inning as well. Ooh,
Yeah, help her out.
chase that one.
She wants to hit.
That one nearly hit her foot
Hit
again.
again, yeah. And she was willing to stand in there and take it again.
Now 2-2.
You know, normally with that 0-2 count, you're not afraid to waste a pitch. You know, when you're struggling with your control a little bit, maybe it's the time just to go right after her. There you go.
There's a called third strike, and Kitelinger and the Orioles finally done in the second inning. They do come up with 6 runs in the frame. It is 8-2 Osseo as we head to the bottom of the second.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
And welcome back here as we go to the bottom half of the second inning here, and Osseo a 6-run second to go up 8-2. Armstrong hit the ball well in the first. They're going to try and do it again in the second. The 8, 9, 1 hitters coming up here for the Falcons. Poplinski, Lightoller, and Konzemius on the top of the order.
Yeah, the Orioles started their rally down at the bottom of the order, and you know, time to follow suit.
Yeah, it feels like the type of game where everybody that comes up, I think, feels like they've got a shot to get a hit. Nothing against the pitchers and everything, but, you know, it's just neither one is really, like, overpowering that you're going to be just afraid to go up there. I think everybody wants the opportunity to get up there and see what they can do. Poplinski knocking one down to short, and throw across is in time, so another opportunity defensively there and handled by Wascott. And Lightoller will be the hitter.
Yeah, some of the pitchers that you face in this conference are just outstanding. It's hard to even see the ball when you're a batter coming in.
Knocked foul there past third. Knocked foul there. Lee catching it on the carom.
Yeah, catchers really like to do that. It's kind of fun.
Whoa, that one driven out to left field, and it is gone. Number 9 hitter Lightoller jumps on that one and sends it out.
Boy, that was a nice stroke. You could just tell as soon as she hit that ball, everyone's kind of going, get there, get there, get there. Yes, it's gone.
It even sounded good, too. I mean,
Yeah.
it just perfect timing, and only question was whether it would have enough to get over that fence, and it did. So solo home run here with 1 out in the second.
And yet another good line drive hit.
Pitcher number 17, Norton Zemius.
Yeah, you don't need to hit him way up in the air to get him out. You just need to hit him hard.
See, she really turned on that one, too, and clearing the fence. So Zemius will be the batter.
See what kind of impact that has on the confidence of the pitcher going forward here.
Zemius singled first time up and came around to score, so the Falcons trying to battle back after that rough top of the second inning. And there's ball 4. And Evers, I'm sure, is thinking, I don't want to give them a bunch of base runners or walks like Poplinski did the other way around, but sometimes that's easier said than done.
Yeah, but the flip side of that is you just got torched by the number 9 hitter. Now the top of the order is up, and you're thinking you got to be a little bit more careful.
Jacobson,
but
with hitter.
But with a multi-run lead, you just want to attack every hitter all the time.
Cut and a miss there. And a little pop-up here, and that one caught by Kitelinger for out number 2.
Center fielder number 13, Elizabeth Bray.
She's got jammed on that a little bit. Couldn't get the good part of the bat on the ball.
So Bray will be the batter now for the Falcons. Knocked in a run her first time up. Pops this one back foul and out of play. Taking that one for a ball. Down to short, a slow roller. Going to have to hurry with this one, and not going to be in time as Bray will beat it out for an infield hit.
That's an advantage of being a left-handed hitter. You get that one extra step down the first, and that's all it took.
She definitely beat that one, and Waz got, in hindsight you might say he could have charged a little more, but I don't know. There wasn't a lot different because of where it was hit. It wasn't straight at her. She couldn't come straight to it either. So
yeah, in a play like that, what you need to do is you need to, break to the right so that when you're picking up the ball, you're actually moving towards first base. That's a skill that really takes a while to develop.
Peyton Erickson, who walked her first time up. That one's over for a strike. Another one to short, and the flip will not be in time to third, and the bases will be loaded up now for Armstrong.
Yeah, she's had a momentary lapse trying to get that ball in her glove, or maybe get the ball out of the glove. And by the time she recovered, maybe her only play was at first base, but by then she was already committed to going towards third.
I'm not so sure that didn't take just a little bit of a bad hop there too, but I guess we'll have to score that in the error on the shortstop. So Lloydell will hit, bases full, 2 outs. Little tapper to third. Gonna make the play to first base and get out of the jam. So Armstrong's done in the bottom of the second. They do get 1 run on the blast to left by Lightoller. 1 run on a couple of base hits. There was 1 error, and they strand 3. We have completed 2 innings here. It is 8-3 Osseo. Welcome back here. A beautiful sunny afternoon at Armstrong High School as we head to inning number 3 here. An eventful one so far. Osseo leading Armstrong 8-3 here in Northwest Suburban Softball. Top of the order due here for the Orioles as Tessa Strand will lead things off. They have been solid here offensively in these first couple innings, to say the least. They got a couple of runs in the first, and then a lot of walks mixed in certainly hurt Armstrong in the second, and it led to a 6-run inning for the Orioles.
Yeah, and one of the things that may have affected the pitcher was she got called for an illegal pitch early in that inning. And even though it wasn't a technique problem, like if you're called for jumping or something, that can really get in the pitcher's head. And all she did was she separated her hands and brought them back together. So that's not usually something. But on the other hand, gives you one more thing to think about, and that can distract you from being on top of your game.
Strand already her 3rd time to the plate. Flied down the left field line the first time and then walked last inning. And that one way outside here to Strand. That one was inside, so 3 balls, no strikes here. Strand trying to get things started any way she can here in this top of the 3rd. And she will draw a walk again. So Wascott will be the batter here.
Let's see if they play a little small ball or if they're just going to go keep on hitting the big hits, with the lead like they've got and the way they've been hitting. I'd give them the swing away sign, and there she goes bunting.
Good bunt. Not going to be a play. Wascott will reach on the bunt single, throw back to second, not in time, as Strand rounded the base a little bit far there. Really did a good job deadening that, although those are the type of plays that, you really got to be able to get an out on the third base. I think playing back too far there. And then they also didn't really communicate on who was going to pick that up.
Yeah, and just a little, I'll call that a mental error. A little bit of confusion. That's usually enough to let the runner get on base.
Walters is the hitter. Walked with the bases full last time. And that one will get by and the runners will move up. And a busy day back there for Konzemius.
like to be able to go through the whole game without even mentioning the catcher's name. But she's been active.
Chopper to third. Going to go to first for the out, then the relay, not in time. Strand able to slide in just ahead of it.
Yeah, that was well played all the way around. The defense played it exactly correctly. Got the runner to hold up at third a little bit, give you time to make that throw home. Good throw, good tag. Runner beat it.
I think Coach Crosby asking a little bit. It was definitely a close play, but definitely the right call at home. I don't know if there's a question out on the field there on
I think she's
interference
making a change
maybe
here.
Or okay. Yeah, it looks like they're going to lift Poplinski here, and another look at that close. Good slide, good hard job by getting there by Strand, and the new pitcher is going to be Peyton Erickson, it looks like. So we will take a timeout here as it looks like a pitching change for the Falcons. Osseo now leading at 9-3 here on CCX.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
All right, I'm in the house.
Okay, what do you see?
Nothing yet. Hold on, I think I just heard something. I'm heading upstairs.
Okay, I am almost there.
I'm in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh shit, it's not here.
What?
The gun's not here.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Cameron, are you in there? Open the door. Cam, come on, Cameron.
Peyton Erickson moving in from right field to pitch now. The freshman will face Serena Lee. First pitch is low. Runner at third, one out, one run in now for Osseo in this inning. They lead at 9-3.
Yeah, Erickson, the ninth grader. It's good to get some varsity action.
See, Lee has been swinging a good bat here, a double and then a single. And also, as I said, coming in, he was hitting 500, so not hurting her average any today. Wascott at third for the Orioles. They have had a wealth of base runners here today. And that one is down low. So ball four as Lee will trot to first. See if they will presumably run for her again. Smith will run again. And Maddie Deal is coming up now. She's got a pair of doubles. That one's over for a strike. Deal with a shocked look on her face. Knocking this one down to second. They'll get the force play there. Relay to first base. Double play.
Nice play.
Nice job to get out of trouble there for the Falcons as they're able to ball hit in a nice spot to get that double play. Osseo does get 1 run in the inning, and it is 9-3 Orioles here on CCX.
Sorry about that. No, I've been staying at my dad's place because of everything.
Where are we going?
He's good. Yeah, I know, we keep missing each other. I've been working out of my dad's house, doing some reading. I should be working out more. I just feel like I'm drowning.
Navigating these times can be tough, but while you care for your loved one, you also need to care for yourself. Go to aarp.org/caregiving for free mental health and self-help tips.
Welcome back here to Armstrong. Falcons getting set to bat on the bottom of the third as they trail at 9-3. They'll have the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up as Lauren Jones will get set to lead it off against Rachel Evers.
Well, everybody has scored in every inning so far, so Falcons are going to try and keep that going.
Jones struck out her first time up. Down the third baseline, just foul. As it turns out, luckily so for Maul, because that one got by.
Yeah.
Pops it up, and Lee can't find it.
That was an interesting little situation, you know, that you would think that would be the first baseman's ball, but the batter and the first baseman kind of got in each other's way. Could have been, you know, the batter could have been called out for interfering with the play.
Oh, 2 is on the inside corner, and Jones is called out on strikes for out number 1, and Claire Reistenberg will hit now for the Falcons. Reistenberg bounced to short her first time up. And a little pop up here, and Kitelinger will squeeze it for out number 2. And Brooke Dahman will be the batter now for Armstrong.
Right fielder number 19, Brooke Dahman.
Had 2 pop-ups in this inning, getting under the ball just a little bit. You know, she's been working high in the strike zone quite a bit with her fastball.
Down to third, Maul up with it, throws it across, and Evers has a nice 1-2-3 inning for the Orioles in the third. Armstrong, no runs, no hits, and no one left after 3 complete. It is 9-3 Orioles here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
See the line score there. Osseo coming up with a big 6-run second inning. Otherwise, the game even beyond that. But obviously, Armstrong will have a deficit to overcome here, 9-3. Osseo as they go into inning number 4. Second pitcher of the game is out there for Armstrong as Peyton Erickson came in from right field to take over, and they got out of that third inning with the help of a nice double play. Started out there by second baseman Lightower, so.
Yeah, and let's see if that double play gives Erickson, the freshman, a little bit of extra confidence. Because a lot of times you get these younger pitchers and they're coming into the varsity situation, and it's a bit intimidating for them.
Megan Wachholtz, the batter, had a single, then reached on an error. Looks at a first pitch strike. And takes that one. It's 1-1. Got her to chase one a little bit low there. A ball and 2 strikes now to Wachholtz, leading off the 4th here for the Orioles. Lifting it to left, and it's going to drop in. Jones coming in hard, but just couldn't get there.
Yeah, she got a good jump on the ball. It's just hitting one of those spots where nobody could get it.
Hannah Johnson, the batter now for Osseo, and Hannah walked twice, both in the second inning as they batted around on the way to that 6-run frame. Bunting it here. They'll get the out at first, and that time a little bit better execution defensively there too.
Oh yeah, I mean the communication between the pitcher and third baseman. Third baseman, clearly had the better chance to get the ball, and the pitcher just backed off and let her have it. It's all those little things that really add up and can really turn the game around.
Kaylee Mall, the hitter. And I think a lot of those kind of things are probably things that, didn't get practiced as much as you'd like, just with all that's been going on with the pandemic in the last year. That, people, if you have limited amount of time, the first thing you probably do is get in the cage and hit a little bit, and then, maybe work on the basics of fielding. But some of those kind of situational plays, you just don't have enough time to work on as much as you'd like. One and one count here to Mall, and that one is low.
Yeah, because even this year, with I won't say it's been a normal year, but with a lot more ability to get the practice time in. In the beginning of the season it was kind of chilly and
lifted out to center. A long run for that one, and it's going to be in for a hit. A run will score. Relatively close play at second, but in safely with the double is Mall. Wachholtz is in, and it's 10-3 Osseo. That one really carried.
That did. That was one of those moonshots that made it all the way out to the wall.
And again, pretty decent read on it. It appeared out there for Bray, but it just kept on moving. Carried a little farther than I was expecting.
Yeah, she's not playing overly deep, which is appropriate to not play too deep. Because there's a lot more plays that come in front of you than go over your head. It's just that the ones that do go over your head look impressive.
Kitelinger, the hitter, hit by a pitch and then struck out. Last time, whoa, that one just a bit high. And Zemius will throw, but it's going to be too late. Mall into third. Zemius, nice job to stop that one cleanly there on a pitch way outside and in the dirt.
Yeah, she had a nice play on the previous batter too, on a short hop, where it just kind of rolled up her arm and she was able to grab it barehanded.
Kitelinger trying to slap her way on there, but swings and misses. And a cut and a miss. Kitelinger trying to get that run home, but also kind of start another little rally here, I think. And looks at that one for ball 4. Walks will haunt, and it's been an issue for Armstrong today, to say the least. Strand will be the hitter.
Yeah, Kitelinger was trying to take advantage of the defense playing kind of back and just put the ball in play.
And a throw back to third there, and Kitelinger got about halfway to second and then decided not to go.
Here's where it's nice having a left-handed catcher to get that pick off at third with the left-handed batter.
That one's over for a strike. One and two count here to Strand. Oh, and that one was way up high. Runner from first will advance. Runner Mall holds at third. So Kitelinger down to second.
Yeah, I want to say that's her changeup she's trying to throw there. She's had a couple of them that have just kind of taken off on her.
Outside with that one. And that one is over for a called third strike, and that'll be out number 2 as Strand caught looking, and Wascott will be the batter here for the Orioles. Popping it up, it'll get out of play. In the dirt, Kenzemius another block there.
Yeah, she's got very sound technique back there, keeping the ball in front of her.
And that one, a little pop up into the fence there along the first base side. And she's active without being like so busy that it bothers the pitcher, I think, if you know what I mean.
Right, yeah.
Another 1-2 pitch coming here, and that one is just inside. And that one will be through for a hit. One run is in. They're going to hold up that second runner as the throw comes home. Now be a throw down to second, not in time as Wascott will advance. So she will single in a run, give her an RBI there. Kitelinger hanging up at third, and then Wascott, advancing in on that throw.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where you the importance of hitting the cutoff person.
Yes.
Especially when it was clear that the runner was not going to be scoring.
Lyric Walters will be the batter now for Osseo and fouls that one away. They lead it 11-3. And yeah, you've got to, even if you don't quite hit the cutoff, you got to at least throw it low enough that the runner thinks you might.
Right.
popped up, and Kenzemius found it right away and makes the catch. And so the Orioles are done in the fourth. They do come up with a couple more runs, and it is 11-3 Osseo as we go to the bottom of 4.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back here. Rachel Evers staked to an 11-3 lead here as she gets set to face Armstrong in the bottom of the fourth. Third inning was by far her best. It was a quick 1-2-3 inning after she gave up a couple of runs in the first and then a solo blast to Kate Lightowler in the second. And guess who's up right now? That'll be Kate Lightowler looking to duplicate. Boy, you're just not expecting your number 9 hitter to turn on one and drive it over the fence, but that's exactly what happened the first time Kate stepped up.
Yeah, when you've got, basically good sound hitting mechanics and you make good contact, the ball can take off, especially with these bats these days.
Yeah, I can remember when it was relatively rare to see over-the-fence home runs in fast pitch, but not really the case anymore.
I know, yeah. I mean, part of it is the pitchers are throwing faster, and so the batters can get on transfer that energy a little bit better.
Evers has looked, I don't know if it's having the lead or whatever, but she's looked a little more comfortable as the game has gone on, it feels like. That first inning was kind of a shaky one. And this one hit well again, out to center field, and it's off the fence. Lightowler digging. There might be a play here at second, but nope, she's going to be in with a double. Wow, she rocketed one out to left field, and then that one hits the center field fence on the fly for a double.
17, Nora Kenzemius.
Yeah, another well-stroked ball. I mean, she's got something on this pitcher.
So Kenzemius will bat now for Armstrong. And a bunt it. Evers will go to first, and they just get the out, scrambling over to cover. Evers, I think, it ends up working out, but it was a mistake to even look at third there, especially with this kind of lead. You just need to get that out.
Just get the out. And then the second, to compound it, the second baseman was a little bit late getting over there, and so it was a pretty close play.
I think they were surprised by seeing a bunt, and to be honest, with this score, I don't know that you could call that a good move, sacrificing, giving up an out. But
well, I'm guessing it was not meant to be a sacrifice.
Yeah,
bunt.
You're right.
Yeah. You get that element of surprise. It was a close play at first base.
Taken for a ball there, despite Lee's efforts to frame it up. And a throw this to third, nobody home, and it will score a run. Lee firing that one into the dirt, and nobody was really home anyway. Not a great decision there.
Yeah, well, the shortstop's got to get over there and make that play because the third baseman's coming in for the bunt. And so that's one of the things you can do, even if you're not exactly trying to bunt. You just get the defense moving around, and something might happen, and it certainly did there.
Two and two now to Bella Jacobson here. 11-4 now the score after Lightowler scores on the throwing error. Up and away. That one is on the inside corner for strike three. Jacobson caught looking, and Bray will be the hitter.
Yeah, she's gotten some good called strikes on those inside pitches. She's been moving the ball around quite a bit. In the first inning, she was kind of high, but ever since then, she's been putting the ball more where she wants it, I believe.
Bray a rip and a miss at that one. She is 2 for 2 today. There's a strike. And a foul ball down the first base side there. Erickson on deck if Bray can keep the inning alive here.
Nice gap in right center field if she can get it there.
Outside with that one. And a liner back up the middle at Evers ducking out of the way as Bray is now 3 for 3 with that single. And trying to restart a rally with 2 outs here. Peyton Erickson will be the hitter now for the Falcons.
Yeah, she showed something coming in to pitch. Certainly it's got a little promise as a pitcher.
Erickson hits this ball to center, but right at Lyric Walters there, and she'll make the catch. So Armstrong does get 1 run in the inning after the leadoff double. 1 run, couple of base hits, 1 error, and they leave 1. We have completed 4 innings now. It's 11-4, Osseo.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Welcome back here to Armstrong High School. Osseo looking to build on an 11-4 lead as they get set to bat in the 5th inning against Peyton Erickson, the Armstrong reliever who came in after playing in right field. Lee, Deal, and Wachholtz will come up, the 4, 5, 6 hitters, and they've been tough to get out here today. As Lee has a couple of hits and a walk, Deal has a pair of doubles, and Wachholtz has a pair of singles.
Yeah, it's nice when the middle of your order is just, pounding the ball, getting on, picking up the runners that are on base.
Leading off Osseo, number 17, Serena Lee.
Lee takes a strike. That one hangs up high out of the zone. 1-1 now to the Orioles catcher.
Well, hopefully that changeup, even if it's not a strike, she can come back with a good fastball in the zone.
Got that one in on her hands and fouled away down the third base side. And this is a rope out to left center field. Lee will have her 3rd hit of the game as she digs into second here. And that is a double for Serena Lee, leading off the 5th. And they will again run for her with Smith here, of course.
Yeah, I left that pitch a little bit too much over the plate. It was just right where Lee wants to hit that.
So Maddie Deal will step in there. She had a couple of doubles in the first 2 at-bats, but then hit into a double play that enabled Armstrong to get out of trouble in the 3rd.
Well, she's looking for that double to center field, try and make a trifecta on the fields.
Yeah, she hit the ball down the left field line the first time up and then sprayed it down more of the right field line in their second at-bat. Left that one way up and out. Way high with that one. 3 balls and a strike here to Maddie Deal with Megan Wachholtz waiting on deck. Back up the middle. Ooh, it's off Erickson's leg. And they won't have a play at 3rd. And let's see if Erickson's all right.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard hit of a ball, but anytime you get hit with a ball, it can, you know, if it doesn't do any physical damage, you can certainly do psychological damage.
Tried to get out of the way, but it caught her lower leg there. I actually thought for a moment that they might have a play at 3rd, but didn't turn out that way.
Well, that would have had to have been a lot of quick thinking on the infield, you know,
Right.
because you're sitting there, you're all geared up to, you know, try and make the play in right over second base in case it gets by the pitcher, and then you got to change positions. And
they're going to run for Deal. I believe it was Erica Schulte who went out there to run at first base.
Number 20, Megan Wachholtz.
So Wachholtz will be the hitter. She is 2 for 3 today and also reached on an error, the 3rd time. Swings at the first pitch and drives it foul down the right field side, and that is Schulte running there at first for Deal. Up the middle, and they'll get the out at second, and that's it. A run scores as Smith is in to score.
yeah, it wasn't quite hit hard enough to make a real attempt at a double play, so she just went over and got the force out herself without risking a throw.
I think it was a smart play because they weren't going to have a chance to turn 2 anyway, and you know, anytime you throw to a moving target a little bit, there's a chance of a mistake. So,
well, especially when the throws are from, you know, such a short distance. You would think those would be easy to make, but those are actually some of the toughest throws.
Hannah Johnson, the batter here. A couple of walks and a sacrifice, so no official at-bats here and 3 plate appearances. Fouls this one out of play. That one is in the dirt and gets by Kenzemius. Wachholtz will advance. Might be a little bit of a fatigue one. She's had so many balls to block today, and that one just got by. Two and one pitch, driven out to right center. That's going to be down for a hit and will score another run. Johnson is going to dig for 2. Here's the throw, not quite in time. And Wachholtz scores. It's a double for Johnson. Did a good job just taking that pitch to right center. Johnson, not the fleetest runner. I thought they might have a chance to get her here. The throw wasn't bad, but it wasn't quite perfect.
Yeah,
they would have had a chance at her.
It seemed like she had a little trouble picking up the ball as well. But again, I'm not sure if that contributed to the double.
So Mall will be the batter here. A 13-4 lead now for Osseo. Kaylee rocked a double last time up. In the dirt with that one. Pops it up. Catch made by Lloyd Olt, so 2 gone now, and Kitelinger will be the batter here for Osseo. Kitelinger going to be back to batting right-handed this time after hitting left-handed last. Try and slap her way on. Takes a ball here.
Yeah, she did not look particularly comfortable with the slapping motion. But it's always a good thing to have in your arsenal.
Knocked down to short. And throw across is in time. Jacobson with a strong throw. Orioles don't quite get enough to try and 10-run them. They get 2 in the inning. So we go to the bottom of 5. It's 13-4 Osseo.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad. That's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Lloyd Olt, Jones, and Riestenberg getting set to hit for the Armstrong Falcons as we go to the bottom half of inning number 5. Falcons down by 9.
But they're still playing the game with good enthusiasm and you can really see it on defense when the players get down. Suddenly the defense doesn't make plays, but they've been still pretty sharp out there.
Lloyd Olt's 0 for 2 is at a pop up to second, and they bounce her to third. Got a little piece of that one. Foul tip. Strike 1. And fouls this one back. And a cut and a miss, and Lloyd down on 3 pitches. And it was strikeout number 4 in the game here for Evers.
Yeah, all kind of in that same location, just a little bit up in the zone. And she was underneath each one of those 3 swings.
Lauren Jones will be the hitter, and she's fanned twice. And this time knocks it to third. Maul up with it and throws her out. 2 gone here in the 5th, and Riestenberg will be the batter.
Baseman number 18, Claire Riestenberg.
Claire 0 for 2 takes a strike here. Just missed with that one, 1-1.
Yeah, she wanted that pitch, you can tell. Takes a few extra steps out towards second base.
Riestenberg fouling that one back and out of play, so it's 1-2.
Ooh.
Foul tip there. Lee couldn't quite hold it.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one to try and catch because it's kind of low and it changed directions a bit too much.
I always feel like those, they either catch it directly or you can't. I mean, it's just that.
Right. There's
called third strike. Riestenberg down. Falcons go quickly in the fifth. After 5 innings complete, it's 13-4 Osseo here on CCX. And we go to inning number 6 here, Northwest Suburban Softball on CCX Sports, as Osseo will have the top of the order coming up. Strand, Wascott, and Walters, the scheduled hitters, against Peyton Erickson, the freshman who's come in and done a pretty decent job pitching for Armstrong after replacing their starter, Ava Poplinski.
Yeah, she gives them a little bit different look, and she's been finding the strike zone pretty good. Got a little bit of a changeup, and a little bit of extra speed compared to Poplinski. So nice outing for her.
Strand has had a couple of walks, also a flyout and a strikeout. This one will get out of play down that third base side.
Yeah, Osseo's looking for their fourth conference win. And there's just a big bunch of teams. I mean, the conference has a couple of outstanding teams right at the top.
Pounded to second, and an easy flip there is handling it nicely there for the Falcons is Lightower.
Yeah, the top of the conference, Centennial's ranked number 2 in the state, Elk River 3, and Rogers 5. I mean, and Maple Grove, they were top 5 earlier this season. They're down to 11 now. It's kind of tough when you're coming in and you're trying to compete, and you just don't have the horses to do it.
Wascott's had a pretty eventful day, a walk, and a couple of singles, also a strikeout mixed in there. Looks at that one up high for a ball. Now 3-0. That one is a strike.
They're getting that inside corner. Been very consistently called in there.
And that one is ball 4, and Wascott will draw a 1-out walk. And Lyric Walters will be the hitter here for Osseo. There's a strike. Little pop-up here. Oh, and the catch
nice.
made. It looked like they might almost collide there, but Riesenberg got back to it. And that's out number 2, and now Lee will step up here for Osseo.
Yeah, it's one of those plays that the shortstop probably should have just taken charge, but maybe she wasn't quite confident enough that she could actually get to it.
Yeah, it wasn't quite high enough that it would be a sure thing.
Right.
So they kind of both started to go for it. Ooh, and just fouled on the third baseline as Lee got out front of that one a little bit. She has been unstoppable today so far. A couple of doubles and a single and also a walk. 3 for 3, 3 runs batted in. And this time back to the pitcher, and Erickson will flip to first and get the out. Best inning defensively Armstrong's had. First time they've held Osseo scoreless. No runs, no hits, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of 6. It's 13-4.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad. That's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 6th here. It'll be Brooke Dahman, Kate Lightoller, and Nora Konzemius, the scheduled hitters for Armstrong, as they try and battle back from a 9-run deficit here. Dahman 0 for 1 today after coming into the game in right field, when Erickson moved into pitch from right field. Falcons got a pair of runs in the first inning, 1 more in the second on a homer by Lightoller, and then 1 in the 4th. But Osseo just more consistently putting runs up just about every inning until the top of the 6th. Tapper to short, going to be a tough play, but they will get the out. Nicely handled there as Dahman bouncing out to the shortstop there as Wasgott handled it cleanly. And Lightoller will be the hitter. She has been dynamite today for Armstrong. A homer to left, and then last time up hit one that hit the fence on the fly in right center for a double.
Yeah, it's always good to have those kind of breakout games and just, hopefully for her, it just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the season here.
Wasn't sure on that one. Took a little check swing and fouls it back.
Well, after a kind of a wild run fest first couple of innings, this game has settled down. Been pretty well played on both sides since then.
Popping it up, and a nice catch on the move there. Was one of those just little soft liners Wascott had
that almost found the space. Yeah, and the infielders, if you don't catch it on the fly, you got no play anywhere.
And she did I think a smart thing there it was conscious of not, letting her glove bounce off the ground and having it pop out, so she kind of spun to let her body take the brunt of it and keep the glove up and the ball safe. Konzemius fouling that one, and I understand may have done a little damage to the CCX vehicle there, or at least made a loud noise for the folks inside. Looks like we didn't have another ball here. As
well, there's been several that have gotten away back in the woods back there and haven't come back into play.
There isn't that many high school fields that we go to that are, set adjacent to woods like that where you actually could potentially lose a ball or two back there.
I know you get that in a lot of the summer programs.
Yeah. Bigger like parks with 4-field or 8-field complexes and that are set back. This one hit out to left field, and it's going to drop in. Into second, and now trying for third. Here's the throw, and it's going to be a little offline, and Kazemius will wind up with a triple on the play for the Falcons.
Yeah, coach was waving around all the way. Get here, get here, get here.
Wachholtz trying to come up with this one on the fly, and Chris couldn't quite get it, and then it was trouble. And Bella Jacobson will be the batter. I have to admit, I was kind of questioning the gamble there. I guess it worked out, but
yeah. Well, it would have taken 2 good throws to get her, and the second throw was a little bit offline.
Jacobson 1 for 3 today, singled in the first and scored.
There we go. Yeah, it's the team on defense that has to supply the balls in this COVID era. And so they were using a Armstrong ball there for a little bit. Not that it matters because the players are just kind of tossing them around indiscriminately. So, yeah, I think that when the rules first came out, there was a lot of concern about passing the virus by touching, and that's kind of not a big concern anymore.
2 balls and a strike here to Jacobson as she tries to bring her teammate Kazemius in from third. Takes that one for a ball. It'll pop up here, and that is going to be caught. In there catching now is Greta Lindsay, and she's able to squeeze that one nicely. So the Falcons are done in the 6th inning. We head to inning number 7, and Osseo leading at 13-4. We have reached inning number 7 here as Erickson is getting ready to do her warm-ups here, as Osseo will have Erica Schulte leading off the inning here after she ran for Deal last time up. And then Wachholtz and Johnson, the scheduled hitters, to follow her. Erickson had to wait just a little bit because the catcher, Kazemius, had been on third base to end that inning, so she had to take a moment to get all geared up there.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons a lot of times that they will use a courtesy runner for the catcher, even if the catcher is, good and strong, and even if the, if the catcher is a pretty fast runner, just to keep the game moving. On the other hand, I know a lot of catchers, it's, I want to score, I want to score.
Schulte as a hitter this year is 2 for 20. See what she can do here leading off the 7th. Armstrong doing a lot of dawdling here. Long break between innings. Schulte in there now to hit. Takes ball 1. That one is a strike. Hits it hard. Oh, a nice backhand pick, and the throw across is in time.
Well, in time by a lot.
Yeah, Jacobson,
really nice
a superb play there to begin inning number 7 as she had no problem with the backhand, and the ball was hit hard enough that, yeah, the hitter is barely out of the box by the time she fields it.
Yeah, and that's one of the indications that the Falcon defense is still, on their toes and ready to make that play, because that was a quick reaction play.
Here is Wachholtz hitting the ball deep to left field, and that one is out. Home run, Megan Wachholtz. Crushes that one out to left field, and her teammates are pumped up for her.
Yeah.
Second home run over the fence we've seen today. One for Armstrong earlier, and that time Wachholtz, who's had a good game, turns on that one. And you can see she's already rounded first before she realizes that that ball is going to get over the fence.
Well, that's what you got to do. I mean, you can't stand there and celebrate like some of these Major League Baseball players. You just got to go hard.
Hannah Johnson will be the batter now for Osseo. Hannah had a double last time up, has also walked a couple of times and had a sacrifice. Fouled on the third base side.
I think a changeup got her way out in front on that one.
And that one will be just fouled on the right field line.
Yeah, it's curving all the way down there. When you get the right-handed batters hitting down the right field line, you get that side spin, and it's hard to keep them going straight.
Another one, but this one further foul.
Yeah.
And you gotta love high school sports. The Osseo bench complaining that Hannah almost hit a dog with that foul ball.
Well, and I was kind of thinking about what the pitcher's going through, because the home run ball came in and got thrown back to the dugout, and she wanted no part of that ball.
Yeah, I don't want that one. That one was. Erickson wanted that one, but they don't get it. 2-2 here to Johnson. Right back up the middle, past Erickson's glove and into center field for a base hit.
Well, no time to react on that one. She was lucky it wasn't hit right at her.
Going to have a hitter here. Bailey Smith will come up and bat for Mall.
It's good to see a lot of kids getting in the game. They haven't had a lot of opportunities with big leads to kind of empty the bench and see what they can do.
Smith, 1 for 7 as a hitter this year. A couple runs batted in. That one's over for a strike. Taps that one foul off the plate.
Yeah, the sun's getting low enough that the ball's hit on the right side. Could be a little bit of an issue.
Another tapper, and that one is foul.
Making contact, staying alive.
There's a called third strike, and as you said, Jim, consistently all game, those right-hand hitters, that's been a strike. And Smith got looking for out number 2, and Greta Kitelinger will hit.
Yeah, well, when you come into the game as a pinch hitter and you don't know the umpire's zone quite as well as you could, I could see where she would let that one go by.
Kitelinger, a slow roller, picked up by the third baseman. Throw across is in time for the out. And the Orioles are done in the top of the 7th. They do get a run on the solo blast by Megan Wachholz. It's 14-4 Osseo as we go to the bottom of 7.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there, choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
We head to the bottom half of the 7th, 14-4. Osseo leading. Armstrong one more opportunity to try and mount a rally here. There you can look at our upcoming telecasts on CCX as boys lacrosse on Monday night. Champlain Park hosting Osseo Park Center. Then we've got a pretty good softball matchup. Champlain Park at Maple Grove Tuesday. And the Lake Conference game next Friday, the 21st. Wayzata's at Hopkins. Cooper Park Center baseball coming up as well. Bray will lead it off here in the 7th. She is 3 for 3 today. And Evers comes high and tight on the first pitch. Fouled off at the plate. Yeah. I think Evers got to feel pretty good about the way things have gone for her overall. I mean, obviously a couple hard hit balls. It didn't start real good, but
yeah, well, after the first inning, she's really, kind of gotten into a groove. It's only given up 2 runs over the last 5 innings.
Yeah, if she only didn't have to face Lightower,
right,
things would have looked better. That home run and then a double off the fence. And Konzemius also tripling last inning, but that was a little bit different because the left fielder came in and tried for a diving catch. Wasn't quite as hard of a hit ball as a couple of the others.
It's still a good line drive hit, though.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't a boomer to the fence.
Smoke, yeah.
Pulled that one foul down the first base side.
Yeah, both pitchers, or actually all 3 pitchers, have done a good job of changing speeds and keeping the batters off balance a little bit. And it seems like it's mostly been the fastballs that have been getting hit.
Popped up. And a catch made there, so out number 1. Swazgat looked like she stumbled just a little bit there, but stayed with it. And as Jim said, the sun, I mean, not so much on that side of the field, but it's different than it was earlier in the game. And I think there are spots where right now a pop-up's going to be all of a sudden like, uh-oh, where'd it go?
Yeah.
Peyton Erickson, the hitter. She had a walk her first time, reached on an error in the second, and then flied to center field in the fourth. So 0 for 2. Now 2-0. There's a strike.
She's going for that low inside corner again. I mean, that is such a hard pitch to hit. And, when you're getting that call consistently through the game, it's good to keep going back to that well.
3-1 pitch is up high. No swing, they say, so that is ball 4, and Erickson will draw a walk. Paige Lloyd-Holt will be the batter here for the Falcons. The middle part of the order, Evers has had good success with. Lloyd-Holt, Jones, and Riestenberg are combined 0 for 9. Page will try and change that right here. Takes a ball.
I know when you get production from the lower part of the order and the top part of the order, you're kind of going, yeah, this is going to be our game, and then shut them down in the middle. It doesn't work out that way.
Pops this one up. Wascott will call and make the catch for out number 2. Good communication there, because there was certainly a moment when it looked like we could be headed for a collision, and that's where you got to be talking, and they did.
Well, especially that's one of those where the second baseman's looking into the sun on that play. So shortstop took charge.
Lauren Jones will be the batter now. Down to one last out for Armstrong. Fouls it back. Jones is 0 for 3, although after striking out the first 2 times, did put the ball in play last time, bounced to third. And a little squibber. That'll be a tough play, and no chance. Kitelinger is just going to have to hold it. So the inning continues here, and Riestenberg will bat. Just an awful lot of spin on that one, and it just dies after going through the circle there.
Yeah.
That one's either the pitcher gets it or nobody's going to have a
gets
play.
It yet.
Way up high there, and Lindsay reaching up for it. Riestenberg 0 for 3.
And Riestenberg represents the winning run. If they get all the way through the order and she bats again.
I was wondering where you were going with that one. Taken for a ball there. So 3-0, that last out proving tough to get for Evers here. And helped her out maybe a little bit there. Fouling went off.
Yeah, especially on a 3-0 pitch. You couldn't let that one go by.
And that is ball 4, and they'll be loaded up now for Brooke Dahman.
Oh, that last out is often so hard to get. She's got enough of a cushion that she shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But you always just want to end strong and keep that momentum for your next start.
0 for 2 Dahman is since coming into the game. Cut and a miss. It's 0-1. Another little soft one. It's on one hop and throw to first base, and the Orioles will get that elusive last out and win it. Armstrong threatens but doesn't score in the bottom of the 7th as they will leave 3 aboard, and it is Osseo winning it by a score of 14-4 here today as they get their 4th victory of the season, and they will get set to face Maple Grove on Friday night. Hope you've enjoyed this one here today at Armstrong High School. For Jim Feldman and all of our crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. There's your final. Osseo 14 and Armstrong 4.